afternoon, folks. As you know, unless you're just blind, we're having quite the supply chain disruption in this country. You know, it's, I don't know if you can see it or not. You know, if you're not, you're just not paying attention. I can tell you how to spot it. Next time you go in your local grocery store, you look down the aisles and they look full. They look like they just got, you know, but really go down and look at the aisles. You'll find out most of those canned goods on the shelves are only 1 or 2 deep. They're not filling up the whole shelf like they used to. They'll conveniently have stuff stored on shelves to make the shelf look like it's being used, but it's normally there would be product there. You go to the meat section where, you know, ground beef, and usually it's 3 or 4 packs deep of ground beef and 1, maybe 2 packs deep. And they've just about gotten rid of the big family packs altogether. About the biggest, I mean, you can find bigger, but about the biggest you really usually find is a 2-pound pack of anything. And they charge me through the nose for that. But we're struggling by, and it's a the only reason we haven't sank yet is back when this first started, the FMCSA suspended a lot of logbook rules for people to haul critical freight. People, you know, like me to haul food. They pretty well let me run free there for a while. For, well, I guess it's about a year, almost a year. And they're probably going to have to go back there again. That's the only way they'll get these ports unstopped, is because you got to have more trucks. It's just more freight's got to move. But I can tell you the one thing that they could do that would absolutely, it would destroy us on the spot. It'd be the end. And that's if they decided to put, if they let that vaccine mandate go through. Now, I ain't against vaccines. I've had the vaccine. First and second shot. I had a medical procedure here a while back, and my doctor unequivocally told me that I was a fucking moron if I didn't get that vaccine. And I wasn't going to get the vaccine. I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but I just don't get vaccines. I just choose not to. I got, of course, my schoolhouse vaccines from when I was a kid. Of course, a whole slew of vaccines from when I was in the military. But like I say, I'm not anti-vaccine. But I am very pro-freedom, pro-choice, if you want to say it. I mean, you know, for years and years, the people that are telling us that what we must do with our bodies are the same people for years and years that told us it's a woman's body, it's her choice. It's funny how this stuff is so selective. If it applies to their worldview, well then it's your personal choice. If it doesn't apply to their worldview, then you're dumb and you need to let the government take care of you. It's not your choice. The hypocrisy is hilarious. Well, actually, it's kind of sad, but what's real sad is that people fall for it. The same people can argue both sides of that coin. They can tell you a woman can get abortions if she wants because it's her body, her choice. But when it comes to vaccines, it's not your body, your choice anymore. It's what the government thinks is best for you. But that's enough on that rant. I had the vaccine. I'm not anti-vaccine. I took a decision where I had to go into the operating room, and I weighed the pros and cons of what was riskier, taking the vaccine or going in the operating room unvaccinated. I came up with my answer, and I got the vaccine. But if you mandate the vaccine, there's a lot of hard-headed truck drivers, pretty independent. A lot. One reason why a lot of people drive trucks is because they don't like a boss hanging over their shoulder telling them what to do. And you say, "Oh, no big deal. We'll lose some, I'm sure, if they force vaccinations." Let me just put it this way: I don't know for sure. I haven't looked it up. I haven't Googled it, but it seems like I saw here a year or two ago about there was 9.5 million truck drivers in the country, or 10 million truck drivers, or something like that. For simplicity's sake, let's just roll with 10. I'm going to be very conservative and say 1 in 10 says, "Hell with you. You ain't sticking me with that damn needle. I'll go do something else." And they'll either go work for a company that has under 100 employees, or they'll go drive a dump truck or a cement truck or something. They'll get off over the road. And once again, "Oh, what's the big deal? 1 in 10. Well, that's 10%. 10% of 10 million would be 1 million. So you have 1 million truck drivers in an already super stretched thin system walk off the job. And of course, "Oh, John, they're not going to quit their jobs." Oh, yes, they will. I have a friend in an OR room nurse quit her job over it. Place she'd worked for 20-something years. People don't. That's not what this country's about. I'll say, for the good of the many, that's communist bullshit there. We don't do that in this country. And I'm amazed at the things they're getting away with now that 50 years ago, bullets would have flown. People got their freedom took away one little smidgen at a time, and they didn't realize how much they've already lost. But anyways, I'm spinning off the subject here. You want this supply chain to break down? Take 1 million loads off the road every day, because that's that 1 million truck drivers. They haul 1 million loads a day. Okay, you take your average, like Walmart distribution center. You see these big, massive, or Amazon distribution center. And I'm stretching this. Let's say they get 5,000 trucks a day. That would mean 200 distribution centers would not get any freight every day. This is not playing around. This is you cannot stop. If we stop this economy again, we may not recover. It's scary stuff, I know. And COVID's scary stuff. You know, I know people that have gotten horribly sick from it. Know of people that have died. No, nobody I personally know, but you know. I had a friend lost 2 uncles to it. It's scary stuff too, but you gotta eventually reach a point where you gotta move on. You can't hide under that rock forever. Eventually the benefits, or the necessity, I won't even say benefits, I'll say necessity, the necessity far outweighs the risk. You just can't stop. You can't stop producing food. You can't stop transporting food or medicine or anything else. It's without any consequences. I said back when they kept postponing my heart deal that I wish I knew the real number to how many people have died awaiting other treatment because of COVID. You know, they needed some kind of medical procedure and couldn't get it because hospitals are so stocked up with COVID patients. Go ahead, make that vaccine mandatory. See what happens. It will not be pretty. And I'm just taking it from one angle, from the truck drivers. I could very easily say that 10% of the country, 1 in 10 people, would walk off their job rather than compromise their principles. We're already having a workplace shortage. That'd be lawsuits. Oh, it'd just be a mess. But, you know, we got people that are in office now that think that it's their job to tell us how to live. They're our nannies. They know what's best for us, and we just need to shut up and sit down and eat our peas. I know I've been doing videos here lately that they're not necessarily 100% to do with trucking, but they're tied into trucking one way or the other, and kind of tying in politics too. And that means, you know, y'all might not agree with my politics, but if you're an American, you should agree with my right to have them, have my own beliefs. If you think that I shouldn't be able to say it, I should be shut up, well, you're probably on the wrong channel. But like I say, bring out those vaccine mandates. And I'll repeat again, I'm not against vaccines. If you want that vaccine, you think it's going to benefit you to get it, you think it's going to protect you, and you're willing to take the risk, you get that vaccine. I have no problem with that. I have a problem with some government official, some bureaucrat, telling you they think it's what's best for you, so in turn you're going to get it, or we're going to take your livelihood away. Well, we teetered on a slippery slope, folks. Slippery slope. We've given up so much of our freedom so far, and just in the last 2 years because of this COVID mess. We've given up so many freedoms that simple things, just little things. Gotta wear a mask here, you gotta wear a mask there. Can't come in this building, can't go in that building. You can't open up your business, you know, because you happen to be a restaurant, so you have to stay closed. Setting a dangerous precedent, folks. But hell, I'm rambling now. Like I said, You really want to throw the wrench in this economy, what little bit is left of this economy? We've already got a crash coming. It's coming. But if you just really let's turn a bad recession into a depression. Go ahead and enforce those vaccine mandates. You will see us just auger it right into the ground. If all you folks think, oh, that's okay, the government will take care of me, go ahead and believe that. The government can only help you till they can't borrow money anymore. And that day is coming too. When they can't borrow money anymore, they can't very well give money away or spend it. But y'all have a fine day. I'd appreciate it if you'd like to subscribe, all that jazz. I'll catch you on the flip side.